may have saved the date, but don't forget this Thursday, March 14th, downtown Sulphur Springs, Ladies' Night Out from 5 to 8 p.m. Lots of shopping, fun, food, and more. And spread the green around by shopping local.
Thank you so much for having me here today, Anoa.
Marlene, you're one of those people that doesn't even need a last name, although you have one.
Yes, my name is Marlene DeYoung, and I do own Marlene's Sass and Class Boutique. I am a member of the Downtown Business Alliance, and our Downtown Business Alliance simply wants to help everyone in town have a part of what's going on in our city, and we provide events, and we just help to promote. It's just something we've done for the businesses in Sulphur Springs. Now, I do know that the name of the organization is Downtown Business Alliance, but we do help support all businesses in Sulphur Springs. So we don't want everyone to just think we're just exclusive to downtown. But our event this coming week is going to be majorly in the downtown area because it's hard for everybody to run all around town.
There's a huge list of participating merchants and other businesses that are in this big grand prize drawing and have their doors open for you that evening. But even businesses that are not downtown and even individuals can be part of DBA or Downtown Business Alliance.
That is correct. You know, we have an exciting city to be a part of, and we do want everyone to know that they are welcome to be involved. As you can see, she said there are several people included in our grand prize, and for an example, we've concluded several extra businesses that are not actually, necessarily open, like some of our banks help support us, which is really awesome. And then, of course, Brumley's uniforms will not be open, but they are contributing to this event. And then several, Coffee Off the Square is not open in the evening, but they've given a gift card to help be a part of this. So there are several extra businesses that are helping donate to this extra a grand prize.
Sure, and it's worth $250 in gifts, gift cards, and cash.
That's right.
And there's one thing we do need to make clear to those who have not come to the Ladies' Night Outs before. You go around to the businesses, merchants, shop, sign up, and then go to a central location for the grand prize drawing. And you can't buy a ticket. You just go in and it's kind of unstructured shopping.
That's right. It just gives you the opportunity to check out all the shops we have downtown. And we realize you can't purchase at every shop, but it gives you the opportunity to shop and see what we do have to offer. Plus, each shop will be offering a drawing box that you can enter for a gift certificate or gift. And you do not have to be present to win those gifts that you're registering for in the businesses. So, let's just say that, I'm a busy mom and maybe I have a child that has an event that night or something else going on, but I have a little bit of time since we are starting at 5 o'clock. You want to run by and get a bite to eat somewhere, and then you want to check out a few of the shops. You can go in and visit those shops and register for their drawings and take advantage of the specials they have that night, even though your time frame doesn't allow you to be there for the grand prize drawing. And the conclusion, but if you've got the evening, got your girlfriends, you're all ready just to have a good fun night out. And I noticed that one of the sweet ladies in town posted it's one of the funnest nights in Sulphur Springs, and I thought that was really neat. And so as you know, Anoa, our grand prize is really a nice event to have, and it's a time to get together. And I've even shared with some other ladies in town. I've had several people come into my shop that are new in town, and I said, this is a great way to get to meet some people.
That's right.
Come gather, the ladies that gather at the closing, we're kind of, mingling with each other, getting to know each other, and finding out what we bought that night or what you won or whatever. And it's just an exciting time. And then, of course, with our grand prize basket, who isn't about having $150 in cash? Well, hey, I am. And
150 of it is in cash.
That's right.
Wow.
And then there's other gift certificates or gifts that are inside that drawing basket for you, as we call our grand prize. And so, as I said, as you know, Anola, I believe in December you got to come to our event, didn't you?
I can still hear that my name being announced, and it was like time stood still, and I won the gift basket.
Yes, and that was really awesome. At Christmas time, we had a little higher value, so she got a great advantage of some things there. So I'm sure she came in handy, and it was just a fun surprise.
Well,
and
I want to ask you about Rooster Roast Coffee Company at 220 Connolly, where we're going to gather.
Yes. Now, I tell you, they have about 3 businesses in one location, which is really kind of cool to me. They have the coffee house, and then they have their art gallery. And if you've not been in and seen some of the art in there, it is amazing, okay? But they've opened up a new space inside there, and that's where we're all going to gather. And that this particular night, they're offering, I believe, let me try to remember exactly how they called it. They called it, it's like it's called I'm trying to remember, but it's kind of like a greenish, it's called a,
I'm looking on your...
I had it written down,
flyer.
but anyway, it's like a green Irish cream.
Oh, a drink.
Yes,
Okay.
it is a special drink just for that night only. And so we have some really fun things scheduled for you. I know they have a special name for it, but I'm sorry, it just left my mind. But also another place that, yeah, can you imagine? But there's so much going on. But anyway, one other thing that is moved into that location, and she's having her grand opening that evening, and it's Gourmet Kitchen and Company. And there is some, and it kind of makes it neat because you walk into the coffee house and there's all kinds of other things around besides just walking into the coffee house. And so she's going to have some tastings and sipping going on that evening. So, it's another opportunity to stop in there. And then, of course, you could always take advantage of their special that night. They are going to have a little photo booth there also, I understand. So you and your girlfriends can have some fun little pics to post with your little events you've got going on that night. And remember, this is a St. Patrick's Day theme, so be sure and have your green on.
I was going to ask you about wearing the green. Your poster's all about green and shamrocks.
Yes. So, I don't know if certain shops are going to have specials if you have your green on, or special green things to purchase, or I'm not really sure, because every shop is able to focus on whatever they want to do that night to make it special. So we're not all copying each other. We all have something different happening. And in my shop, I'm going to have specials that night only that I'm not going to offer at any other time between the 5 and 8 time frame. So you'll want to see and check out that opportunity there. But if you want to dress up for the theme, that would be fun. We're going to have some leprechauns going around town too. They're going to pass out coupons.
How neat.
And so the coupons could be for a free appetizer at a restaurant. It may be buy one, get one half, or a percentage off. There could be all kinds of things, because we want all the restaurants involved too. I mean, I am amazed at the number of people that come from out of town to our downtown. So we are just excited about that. So if you live in town, you need to be taking advantage of this. But I know this can be heard locally, so all our surrounding towns, you're just more than welcome to come and take a part of this fun night. And so just know that. But like I said, the restaurants, we've got several that are going to involve.
There's new things on the list here that I wanted to bring up that I don't think I have visited their stores yet.
Okay.
See, I haven't been down there. Just
and if I had a lady come in the other day and she goes, I've never been into your shop. And I said, as of March, I've been here for 2 years, so evidently you don't come downtown. But let me tell you about a couple of new shops. So one of them is called Whimsy.
Yeah, what is that?
Okay, that is a cute little new boutique that is at the corner of Connolly and Davis.
Okay.
Right there, just across from the City Hall. And it's called Whimsy's Boutique and Wine Bar. Now, they've not got their wine bar open, but they're in the process of doing that. But it's really just a cute little small shop filled with all kinds of goodies. Okay, I mean, they even have one room that it's just gifts for men, and another room, and they've just got it really uniquely set up. And it's like not something you're going to walk into it's not a boutique that you're going to walk into find a lot of clothes or things like that. It's just a boutique gift shop. And so amazing what she has.
What is the local?
Okay, that's a new business also. So thanks for asking, Enola. When you're coming, it's on Main Street, and it's about the second or third business down on the left when you're coming from town. And it says clothing and sundries and etc. So when I went in, it's just a cute little shop she's fixed up. She does have some boutique clothes. She has jewelry. She has signs. She has socks. I mean, she has little kid outfits, little children's outfits. I mean, it's just an array of all types of things. So it's really cute. Some sweet girls. One of the girls' names that owns is named Priscilla, and they're really striving to make their business successful, and they're new here in town, and so I think it's kind of a neat little extra shop to have.
I love that name, The Local.
Mm-hmm.
How smart. Well, I want to ask you about Marlene's Sasson class. Where is it, and what do you have in there?
Well, I'm located at 212 Main Street, and many of you know that we do have all types of clothing in our shop. I tell people that my shop is designed to allow someone who comes in to be able to, for us to be able to help them accessorize from head to toe. And like, for example, a lady came in on Saturday and she was going somewhere and she got the top, the necklace, the bottom, the belt, the shoes. I mean, she had the entire outfit ready to walk out the door to go to where she was heading that evening. So that's kind of our goal. We do carry sizes from extra small to 3X. Not that we have a lot in every size, but we have some. And we do have some brands that are kind of protected that you're not going to find in the other shops. And so the unique thing about our town is we have several boutiques in town, but we all carry different styles. So that's wonderful when you can not feel like I'm walking in this shop and seeing the same thing and the next one the same style. We all have different styles and things for you to choose from.
There's something special about our Downtown Business Alliance when you meet and when y'all get together, because you do kind of work together. I mean, a lot of the businesses are run by women, owned and run by women, and so you network and talk and come up with these nifty ideas like leprechauns and photo booths and things like that for this coming Thursday night.
Right, that's true. And we have different groups in our organization that help put together things so that we have events going on to offer for our city, and we all work together to make it happen. And so it's not something that one person can do, it takes everyone.
It
and
really
so
does.
That's really a neat thing that we all just work together so well.
Landers Creek Outfitters is still rather new downtown. It's unlike anything else in our downtown area or our whole town. Hope Interior Designs just has her grand opening like a week ago.
She did, and let me tell you what, if you've not stopped into that place, it is amazing. I mean, she can help you do anything in your home, no matter where or what it is, really. I mean, whether it's, a new comforter, I mean, so simple as that, or whether it's carpet, flooring,
Drapes.
lighting, drapes. I mean, no matter what it is,
truly
she can
a
help you do
one-stop.
that. It's a
And
one-stop place, and she can do it all.
Outdoor living furnishings with
Oh, my
Sally
goodness.
Sandvik's creations are
Yes.
beautiful. They're
oh,
there
my goodness.
too.
So I had my husband meet me over there the other day, and he walked into the room she has set up for that, and he's going, I want that. He's got it all planned out of how he wants that swing and that outdoor equipment set up at our house. So
Secret Garden is really a special kind of store too.
yes, it is. And one of the wonderful things Marcia offers is that she has monogramming while you wait. Now, I'm telling you what, this lady is super talented. I mean, I think we're amazed to have someone like that in our town. I mean, she's been on the cover of Southern Living magazine. I mean, wow. You know what I'm saying?
And what
in
a
Sulphur
sweetheart
Springs.
she is.
Yes.
Dana's gets involved in lots of things and puts on their own shows here and there, but she's part of this.
She is part of our Downtown Business Alliance, and she is a part of this event we're doing on Tuesday night. So to give you a little guide, for example, Anella, if I was getting out that night, we have some little half-sheet flyers around that kind of give you a guide, but you could start out by coming down Gilmer Street, and first stop would be at Dana's. And she's going to have specials and different things going on that night. Go in and register for it, see what she has. And then moving on down the road, Hope Interior Designs is on the left-hand side there, and you can check that out. Then as you're going to the square, you can turn to the right there, and everything's unique. And, I've seen some of their posts lately. They have the neatest new spring things arriving. And then Corner Grub House is on at the next corner over there, around the square area there. If you turn to the left on Main Street, of course, we just talked about Secret Garden. So then you're going on down, and the local, Simply Spoiled. And Simply Spoiled is really getting involved in helping us get some good things together for our downtown area, too. And they've got some really neat things. And, of course, they carry baby gifts, So that's really neat. There's not many places in town that do that. And she has some really stylish ladies' clothes, too. And then, of course, Burgerland is a place, but it's right just across next door to them. And then Marlene Sass and Class, Landers Creek Outfitters. And listen, guys, if you're out eating that night with your wife, go hang out. No telling what they might create for you that evening. I mean, you never know what JP and Christy might have planned up for that evening, too. So check that out. And, of course, across the street there on Main Street, the Finesse Winery, and they're doing a drawing for, I'm thinking they're either doing a bottle of wine or a mug. There's some real special things they're doing that evening. So you want to be a part of that and check them out. Then, of course, we have another boutique she's new to downtown, too. We didn't mention this. It's called Sweet Tea. Okay. And this is, if you coming up from Finesse Winery, place called the Meraki. Okay, and that's a boutique, and she has gifts and antiques and everything like that. Next door, the newer place is called Sweet Tea. And Sweet Tea is a cute little boutique, and Tristan is just really working hard to make her boutique successful. She carries a lot of things I don't carry or nobody else carries, and so it's just a really neat little shop, and she's participating.
And don't forget Merle Norman Cosmetics down just off the main part of the square on Davis. Don't forget Magic Scoop, and don't forget, of course, Rooster Roast.
That's right. So there's so many. Don't miss out on any of them.
And we are running out of time, and I wish we weren't.
Math and science teams that are part of the Wildcat UIL academic squad recently finished second at the North Lamar Math and Science Meet. The competitors compete with others in their grade. In number sense, sophomore Kendall Little was first, junior Bracken Sant was fourth, and junior Andrew Westland was fifth. The number sense team of Little, Sant, Westland, and junior Isaac Gutierrez was a second-place team. In calculator, Little was second, Gutierrez was first, junior Kennedy Lee was sixth, and senior Peyton Ball was first. The calculator team of Gutierrez, Ball, Little, and Lee took first place. In mathematics, Little took first among sophomores, Westland was second in juniors, Sant was third among juniors, Ivory Liu was fifth in juniors, Ball was second among seniors. In the mathematics team of Little, Ball, Westland, and Sant was a first-place team. Gerald Grafton coaches number sense, calculator, and mathematics. In science, freshman Delane Flies was second, sophomore Matthew Harper was fourth, Little was sixth among sophomores, Sant was sixth among juniors, Ball took fourth among seniors. The science team of Ball, Harper, Little, and Sant was a fourth-place team, and the science team is coached by Stephen Alamain. The Lady Cats soccer team lost a close one 1-0 at Texas High on Monday night. The Lady Cats are now 3-5 in district play. We get more on that Texas High match from Lady Cat soccer coach Joel Bailey.
Game was just kind of back and forth. We had tons of opportunities. Foot left, foot right, different outcome. T-High scores one on us, and we just fought to the very end and just couldn't find the equalizer to push it in the extra minutes.
All right. That's one of those tough ones that I hear you coaches talk about it all the time. Lots of opportunities, just couldn't quite get it in the net.
It wasn't our night. We're pretty comparable as far as teams and talent, and they just found a way. McKenna made some stellar saves to keep us to where we were, and their keeper made a spectacular save about 4 seconds before halftime. That would have given us a go-ahead goal going into half, and that's a game changer with that save, because she just lays out and tips the bar over the crossbar, so could have been a whole nother ball game at that point. But we just kind of have to reevaluate and move forward with the last two games in district.
Yeah, you got Mount Pleasant coming up, and we remember the game here was just anybody's match, so we know we can play with them, so it'll be another tough one.
Absolutely, and they're on spring break, so who knows, they might have some girls on vacation or just a lot to consider. But when you get to this point in the year, you got to do more and put a uniform on, and there's nothing handed out for free, so you got to go out and earn the 3 points one way or another. So definitely going to have it's going to be an emotional game. We need to kind of climb back into things. Right now we're in fourth place. The other two teams that are behind us, they play tonight, and they have a possibility of leapfrogging us out and bumping us out. So, and then we have Roy City a week from today for our senior night. So will be a challenge as they come into here. So we got to earn points one way or another. So just to keep our playoff hope alive.
Just got to put the uniforms on and get out there and take them on.
All it takes is just one more goal than the other team. So we know what position we're in, and we know what we've got to do, and we can't really rely on everybody else. We've got to produce the results to keep this playoff hope alive.
Three Lady Cats golfers played at a tournament at Chickasaw Point Golf Course in Durant, Oklahoma on Monday. And last Thursday, Miriam Tran played at Garden Valley in Lindale. We get details from Lady Cats golf coach Whitney Spigner, and she starts by talking about that tournament in Oklahoma.
You know, everyone's spring break around the area was this week, so it was hard to find a tournament that was hosted that we could do that's not on our spring break as well. So our tournament yesterday was in Durant, kind of right outside of it on Lake Texoma at Chickasaw Point. Very difficult course. I was very surprised at how tight the fairways were. Everyone had to be really on point with their drives and iron game. Luckily, because of all the weather, we had sand traps out of play, so they were able to drop out without a penalty because they were just flooded. Very soggy up there, but it was overall a very, very good day for us. Miriam Tran shot an 85. Started out very cold. She had a few bad holes to start, but then did lights out towards the last 10 holes. It was very much a confidence boost going into our district preview coming up and then district the next week. Charlie Potts did her best round on a 9-stroke limit. We'll do, typically to speed up play, they'll limit the strokes to where it's a triple bogey rule, but UIL rule is 9 strokes max, and then pick up after that. So she only had one time to have to pick up. She was a little disappointed in that, but she shot a 108, and that's her best round for a 9-stroke limit. The last time that she had a personal best was on a triple bogey limit, but very pleased with that. Her smiling all day. She had a good time. Addison White shot a 115, and we just haven't had enough practice time for us to get as low as what we can do. Last week, whenever we had all that weather at the beginning of the week, our tournament got delayed from Tuesday to Thursday. But because our boys went to state basketball, we allowed for them to have a choice of going to that or going to the tournament since it's not district quite yet. So only Miriam went to that one, and we went to Garden Valley on that day. The course just was not up to what we would have liked to have. The greens were not in good shape, and that has to do with all of the frost, and if they're not well taken care of, they can be severely damaged, and that's kind of what happened. So putting was pretty difficult. That tournament, she shot a 94, and that was good for second place, so that shows how high the scores were. But she's disappointed in that score. We know how low she can shoot, and I think this last tournament yesterday was the boost of confidence she needed. Our next tournament will be the Tuesday after spring break, so it should be March 26th. That's our district preview at Paris to get us a feel, kind of like our practice round for district the following week, April 1st and 2nd.
The Wildcats tennis team took first place at a Pleasant Grove tournament last Thursday. We learned more from Wildcats tennis coach Tony Martinez.
This past weekend, getting first place means a lot to the team and the program, and for us, for the program, trying to reach towards our goals that we try to set every springtime.
Have we won a tournament before that you can think of?
Honestly, not really. Not like this. This is really the first one out of the 3 to 4 years where we were decisively the winners here. I mean, in first place in the boys singles, first place in the boys doubles, second place in the boys doubles, and the little third place has helped. The third place in mixed doubles, the third place in girls doubles, and the third place in girls singles. So those, which I told the team yesterday, even the small, if we get just points, everybody contributed to this as a team effort, to get first place.
Let's talk about some of your players. You sent out a lot of pictures of successful players on this one.
Well, everybody's doing good. The whole team did well. I think this week I'm really harping on Jonah Kirkpatrick. I mean, I've talked to him in the past, but he's been so close, but it's never won the first place one. He's won a lot of second place. He's been like the bridesmaid every week in and week out. And he played a real tough match in the semifinals against Pleasant Grove's #1 player, and what we were really happy about was the tiebreaker went to 14-12. I might have misprinted it, but it was 13. It was 14-12 when we finally finished it, and he made a lot of mistakes in this match. And what I talked about, to the team yesterday was I think we have finally faced our, the mental process of the game, not breaking down, not falling apart. Because there were a lot of times I would have broken down, I probably would have thrown my racket, I would have slammed the ball, and he did not. And there was about 3 to 4 match points he had, and he was very cool, calm, and collect. And that's the main thing you try to teach on the courts too. It's not all about the winning; it's how you handle yourself through adversities. And he did play through some, but the rest of our team went through the same thing. My girls, Hardy Steech and Zoe Wilson, the senior, they won matches, but they lost some matches, but they lost some, easy points, but they didn't break down. They still kept competing, and that's kind of what my goal is here. It's not all about the winning. It's how you handle yourself. I'm trying to teach this as life, anything in life, when you fall down, if you have these tragedies and things don't work out, that you pick yourself up and you move on forward. And that's what we saw this past weekend. I mean, I have to hand it out to the whole team, though, that did this. And like I said, it made me happy, and I'm happy for the program.
Sound like your boys doubles. Were they playing each other for the?
They did play each
match?
other for the final match, and this is the second time this season. It happened in Paris, and it was a little bit closer this time. The boys single, the #1 doubles team of Aaron Lucas and Logan Schumacher were just playing a little bit stronger, a little bit smarter, and they practiced a little bit harder at practices this past week or two, which is showing everybody, if the practice, your better practices, you're going to play better in the tournaments.
And you are pleased with Jordan Gonzalez and Michael McCord, the second place team.
The second place, they're doing well, and we'll see what happens here the next week or two. We still have some matches going to Argyle. It could happen again this week. We're playing in the Commerce tournament here, and it's one bracket only, so our guys can still meet each other up. And last night, Jordan Gonzalez and Michael McCord were staying a little bit later for practice, after practice, trying to get that extra time in to get ready, because they felt like they got another chance this Thursday.
You mentioned Zoe Wilson. She was the third place, and then your freshman team that you're so proud of on the girls' side.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I left them out. Paige Meesey and Savannah Lilly.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing excellent from week in and week out. They've been placing over the last 3 to 4 weeks, be it second place or third place. But as for freshmen, this is a stronghold. Also with Carlos Lopez and Jolie, third place, another 2 more freshmen. So I have never had these results with any of my freshmen over the past 5 years I've been here. And seeing these results at this time, makes me feel better about the future of the program.
Now, a 2-day tournament coming up, I guess weather permitting. It's kind of drizzling today, but over in Commerce.
I think we're hosting it here at Sulphur Springs.
Okay.
They want to use our courts. And I think we do have rain coming through tomorrow and it kind of clears out, and I think we're going to be okay for Thursday and Friday. Thursday will be the boys' events, and Friday will be the girls' events plus the mixed doubles. So, but we're hosting the tournament for Commerce. They're just using the courts here. So for us, it's another home field advantage.
And your courts are so nice, if it quits raining, you can just get out there and have them ready to play.
In about 45 minutes, and we have a squeegee for every court. We're ready to rock and roll roll the court, so it won't take that long to get the courts dry.
And that's Channel 18 TV News for today. I'm Don Julian. Thank you for watching, and so long, everyone.